Now then, how are you doing? Strap in. It's probably going to be a long one today because I tend to talk more when I'm driving, especially when I'm by myself because there's nobody to talk to. So I'm going to talk to you guys instead. So Saturday. It's not been the usual Saturday, which it's thrown me off a little bit. It's I think if I'd had plans to do something, I'd have been all right. But I'm a bit grumpy today. I think I'm a bit grumpy. Yeah, I know I'm normally grumpy, yada yada yada, but whatever. So stuff done this morning. Went to see my parents, which I feel bad about because I just messed about on my phone a lot of the time, answering emails and things while I was talking to my mum and dad, which sucks and makes me feel like crap. So I need to stop doing that. But I'm just bad at conversation. I'm genuinely bad at small talk, even with my parents or my missus. I struggle with the conversational element of life, and that's what I failed with now. So I haven't actually spoken to anybody this week that's other than text messages. I've not had physical conversation with people that aren't work related or my missus. And I thought, all right, I've got some time this afternoon, so I went down to the model shop I hang out with, pick up some of the stuff that I'd ordered, and I'm gonna have a chat with the guy that owns it. I would say that we're acquaintances, probably bordering on friends at this point. But I'm not in the right mood to talk to people. I'm like just very about everything, even Warhammer, which I'm excited about because I've just picked up something that I've wanted for a long time and I never had the reason to buy it. And I've actually pulled the trigger, ordered it a little while back, about 6-7 weeks ago, and it's arrived and I've got it now. And I didn't even want to stand and talk about that. And there were more people in the shop that I could have stood and talked to. It's like transient people, single serving friends, to paraphrase David Fincher. Is it David Fincher? Is that who directed it? I can't remember. Fight Club, single serving friends. Anyway, but you know what? I find it difficult to talk to other people in the hobby because I always have imposter syndrome that I don't know enough about Warhammer. Especially on the gaming side, people tend to only want to engage in conversation about Warhammer 40,000, and then they only really want to engage in conversation about rules. And there's this big bollock swinging competition about whose army is better and all this stuff, and I don't care about any of that because, you know, I enjoy the painting, I enjoy the lore, I enjoy the world building. So finding somebody to actually talk to that I would like, I find difficult. And I'm at that age where if I don't like you, I'm just gonna fucking tell you because I don't care. I just won't engage with it. So I can't be bothered trying to go through that whole waggle dance of figuring out, is this somebody that I want to speak to or not? And I just said to Mark, no offense dude, I'm going to come back and I'll speak to you next week when I'm feeling a little bit more sociable. So yeah, that sucked. And that was as well, I felt like at this morning with mum and dad where I was struggling to have anything meaningful to say, which is crap, and I don't like it, and I need to be more chatty. But I don't know, my interests are so niche for the most part. I don't have much to say to anybody. Even my missus at the moment, I hardly speak to my missus. I'm just like, I don't know. I think the work stuff compounded with the fact that I'm not actually speaking to anybody to get that stuff out that I want to talk about with people impacts my small talk stuff. So yeah, on the upside, I made a keyring holder for my dad for a keyring that I bought him years ago when I was a kid, that was at the point where it was falling apart and he wanted to keep it for sentimental value, I'm assuming. So I modelled up a frame holder for it, printed it out, fit perfectly, got it all put together and stuff for him and give that. So that was a nice thing to do because my dad pretty much never asks me for anything other than fixing his TV and cameras and phone, which is fine because that is like literally my job as the kid, the son. That is what you do, isn't it? My lad will do it for me when I can't be asked figuring stuff out for myself and reading the instructions. I'll fix it for him. So, but yeah, other than that, my dad never asked me for anything, so it was quite nice to be asked to do something and to be able to give him something physical. So that was quite nice. I enjoyed that. So that was a good thing this week that's happened. What else? I'm going to have the rest of the afternoon now. I think I was going to go and see my best friend, but he's gone to see his sister. So I'm going to try and have 4 to 5 hours where I'm not touching my phone and I'm just going to stand and paint. Obviously I'm going to be recording some of that for YouTube, and quite possibly recording some of myself talking while I'm recording myself for YouTube, painting for a podcast as well. But I'll be by myself, which is good and bad. I would genuinely like to spend more time with people that had the same interests and niche hobbies and had the same mindset and mentality as myself, but it just seems like it doesn't exist, which is annoying. It's very annoying, and I think it feels quite lonely sometimes. So yeah, I'm navigating that at the moment as well. What else? Oh, my eyes. Constantly, like the glasses situation. Getting my new glasses earlier this year, whenever it was, hasn't really helped. I'm still having headaches, and I just can't see when I'm painting. So I've got some magnifying lenses on order. You know, like reading glasses, and hopefully that's going to just help me with the painting, because at the moment I can't wear my reading glasses, or the ones that I've got, my prescription reading glasses, for painting for some reason. I don't know if it's because I'm having to bring the models too close, but I can see them mostly alright if I squint without these glasses on, which is my distance glasses. So we'll see how that goes. Otherwise, I'm going to have to rethink how I do painting, or how I paint, and get some type of magnifying Fresnel lens in front of me, and then figure out how to get my hands underneath that so that I can have enough space and light to be able to do things. It's getting old, like, sucks, but I'm not going to not paint. If I can't paint, that's it. I am going full on postal. I'm going to start like shanking people or something. I don't know. I'll be one of those like mentals. I need some form of release and like all-encompassing engrossment in something, and for me that is my hobby of Warhammer and painting and that. So we'll see how that goes. They should hopefully be here tomorrow, and again, thank you to my mum and dad for buying me those, so that was very kind of them. Yeah, I think that's it. The Street Fighter film trailer came out, and it looks fun, derpy fun, but atrocious. That's interesting, and yeah, I can't really say much more about that. I won't be going to the cinema to see it. I will watch it when it comes out on a platform. I'll probably buy it, but I don't approve of some of the visuals. However, Godzilla Minus Zero, seen some screens of that now, and it looks stunning. I'm always excited for Godzilla. Minus One wasn't disappointing, and I'm hoping Minus Zero won't be disappointing. Perhaps Legendary will learn from this and do something interesting. The next Godzilla, like from the Legendary series. Oh dear. Yeah, we talked about it a little bit before, didn't we? Where the Godzilla is going to be fighting Space Godzilla, and Kong is going to have an exosuit. Not just a power fist, a full-on exosuit apparently. Not there for that. Don't like that idea, but okay, let's see how it goes. Regardless, we're gonna have Minus Zero, which is fine. Monarch, I'm still on the fence about season 2, to be honest, but I'll talk about that a little bit more once I've watched the rest of season 2. Right, I'm almost home, so I will be quiet for a while. I'll see you tomorrow, no doubt. Don't know what I'm doing. Oh yeah, I'm going to my parents tomorrow with the little one so that they can see him, because they've not seen him this week. So yeah, that'll be fun. Might take some model with me to make. we'll see how it goes. We'll see how that goes. It may be my Sanctifiers kill team. Let's see. Right, have a good one. I'll see you on the other side. See you later. Bye bye.